Hey, my squad. Welcome. Let's get started by seeing if the notification went out and the sound is working. And then we'll get into what we're doing today. And just a little tidbit. There might be a needy cat meowing in the background, but Zoe is in one of her moods today, guys. All right, notification went out. Sound is working. So today I'm working on Dragon Love from Rose Prophet. And right now I'm in their faces right here. This is for I Am Enough, Phoenix Fantasy, Asian Year-Long Event, and Mayflowers. So let's see, what have I got going on? Not much of my real life. That's boring. Anyway, so I am in the process of working on my top favorite diamond painters to YouTube channels to watch. It was inspired by Lizette Crafts. She done her 80. I think she done 80 in her video. My video is up in the 40s of creators, so I'm in the process of that, working on that, and I am putting these on the wrong one. Jimmy Christmas. Thank God it was only a few. Okay. Hey, Sandy. Yeah, I've already scattered brained and putting them on the wrong one. Thank God it was only 4 or 5. I did, but yeah. So I'm in the process of working on that video. I'm in the process of editing time lapse videos of some coasters I did. I haven't done the time lapse videos on the color pages yet. I may do that once I get off the live today. I kitted up my canvas for June Pride, and that's for Christopher Colassa. I also am going to use that same canvas and this canvas probably for June Waffle, which is with Add More Zest. Let's see. I've been a busy little bee getting stuff straight behind the scenes. The other day, I sat and I got all my all but for one. I haven't kitted down my last painting, which was Bootstrap Betsy. I haven't kitted it down yet. But as for all my spares that I now have them all put away. I sat and logged. I haven't typed them up yet, but I sat and logged all of my special drills, my ABs, all that. My twinkle dust, my sparklers, my metallics, all that I have. my Sparklers for Squares, all my Debbie Day drills that I won. I have 270 different special drills. 270 different special drills. Now, some of them, yeah, I don't have a whole lot of, but I still have them. But yeah, I sat the other day and I wrote all those in a notebook. And I'm going to type them up into a spreadsheet. And then I'm going to print them out. And keep them in a notebook. Hey, Sherry. That way I know what I have. Let's see what else have I got going on. I've hesitated to want to do this, but I had to. I had to change prices of memberships for YouTube and Patreon. Just because with the fees that YouTube takes and the fees that Patreon takes, I wasn't really seeing any of the money. YouTube takes 30%. I forget what Patreon takes, but on a $5 membership, I believe I was only clearing like $3. When I transferred it to my PayPal. So I didn't go up much, but I just did away. Basically, I did away with the excuse me, I know it's to run. I just basically did away with the $5 tier, and on Patreon, I believe I went to a $10 or $10 or $15, and here on YouTube, I went to the $9.99 and the $19.99. So I just did away with the lower tier, basically. So I hated to really have to do it, but like someone told me, I got to do what's best for my channel. So that's why I'm trying to get a lot of videos done and put out. As of right now, I still have topic videos all the way into next month, so I'm okay there. I do really need to film some more topic videos, but I need to sit down and do some research and see what I want to talk about. I still want to talk about how diamond painting helps people with ADD, ADHD, OCD, things like that. But I know that's a sensitive topic when it comes to talking about, so I want to make sure I have all my information and it's hard to believe this is the last week in this month too, y'all. Phoenix Fantasy will wind up. It end on Saturday. It's sad. Yeah, it does for me too, Sherry. Considering I have all three of those, ADD, ADHD, and OCD. But like I say, I want to be. I'm researching that and being cautious about that at the same time. Making sure that all my information is correct, and, cross my, dot the I's and cross the T's. Can't believe I only have I only have 4.5, well, yeah, 4.5 sections left. I'm not counting the section I'm working on right now. I only have 4.5 sections left on this canvas. So, I've already posted, I gotta go back and check. But I already posted my progress for May in the Asian year-long event. So if I finish this one in the next few weeks, actually, because I'm doing a section a week, so oh yeah, I maybe finish this by 24th of June, because I've scheduled. I won't be live Tuesday, next week. Me and Mom have an errand to run, so. But I mean, no, we won't be back in time. I mean, even though the errand's not far from the house, so by the time we walk to where we're going and do what we gotta do and get back, yeah, I'm not gonna have time to rest, eat, and get set up. So there won't be a live next Tuesday. I'm still thinking about doing possible pop-up lives on the weekends. Not sure yet. I have to see, because I have to look at all the different channels I watch, because I'm the type, I don't want to step on somebody else's time slot. I know it's inevitable. I know that there are other people that we go live at the same time. Hey, Demi Payne and Coco, how are you? I know there's always going to be, other people that go live at the same time. I mean, it's inevitable. But if we scheduled our lives around everybody that we like to watch his lives or other people's lives, we'd never have a chance to go live. So, but I'm mindful with that. I mean, especially if we're monetized too, because us going live or doing our videos, and that AdSense revenue adds up after a while, and we get that $100, we hit that $100 threshold, and YouTube sends us our check. Well, they send it direct deposit for me, so. But I have reached one payout from YouTube already, thank God, and it came in handy at the time when it came in. So I'm trying to get back there. The thing is, YouTube is not a marathon. I think of it like a race, but it's not a sprint, or it's slow and steady. It takes time. And if it takes me another 6 months to earn that $100, it takes me another 6 months to earn that $100. But with my channel, yes, I'm monetized. Yes, I have memberships. Yes, I have Patreon. But I look at it as YouTube's paying me to do something I already like to do. I like to make and film the videos. I like editing my videos. I like doing the research for my videos and all that. I love working on my diamond paintings. And if I can, if I can get paid to do that, hey, and I look at my channel as a video diary, basically, of what I'm working on. But that's my opinion. That's my way of thinking. And what do they say? Opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one. Sorry, y'all. I do have a potty mouth. Yeah, I do have a potty mouth. I mean, I am the granddaughter of a sailor, so my grandfather was a Navy sailor. So yeah, I do have the mouth of a sailor sometimes. But yeah, so like I say, I've got my top favorite YouTube diamond painting channels. There are two people. I'll explain it in the video, but is one channel that is not a diamond painter. I mean, she's a diamond painter, but she doesn't actually have a YouTube channel, but she gets a special shout out, and I'll explain in the video. And another one, they get a shout out because they're a husband and wife duo. So, but they usually only go live on the one channel. I'll explain later, but and then, like I say, I'm still working on editing some time-lapse videos. I just got them. Hold on, y'all. Alexa, what are my notifications?
Good afternoon, MUTTNUTT'S. One new notification. For MUTTNUTT'S, from Amazon Shopping. Based on your order history, it may be time to reorder Katie All Natural Timothy Hay for guinea pigs.
Alexa, shut up!
Okay.
Oh my God, if she reminds me I need to order hay for my guinea pigs one more time when I have a full bag back there that I won't need to order for a bag till next month. Oh my God. Oh. And the only reason I think it's happening is because I can put that on auto ship. Getting that go dot, they said. It'd be fun, they said. I want to throw her into Chesapeake Bay. If I didn't use her as much as I did, I'd unplug her ass. But I do use her a lot, so. We have a local radio, well, they're used to be local here. They're not, I think they moved now, or just basically or online. And I like listening to using TuneIn. And so that's the only reason she stays plugged in. So I can hear my radio station. So, but yeah, so I'm working on those. I need to sit down. I'll probably do that here after I get off the live, and do some coloring, some time lapse coloring, while I binge watch the rest of Outer Banks on Netflix. Oh my God. I remember started watching that, and then I left off at the end of season 1, beginning of season 2, and I'm not even sure where I'm at now. I've been binge watching it so much. The twists and turns in that show, oh my God. It was like the twisted turns of the same thing with Virgin River. Virgin River, we got to wait a whole, I think it's a whole year before Virgin River comes back on Netflix, and I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Just like I gotta get my I gotta get Up and Face back so I can watch the last of um season 18 of Heartland. That's another one I like watching. Like, oh my gosh. So when I finish watching Outer Banks, I don't know what I'll move on to after that. But our local cable company, we have Spectrum, and they've I'm spilling drills, y'all. It's not me if I don't spill drills. They've gave us a whole bunch of, it's like $45, over $45 worth of streaming apps for free on our Spectrum. So we've got Disney Plus, we've got Peacock, we've got Paramount. I believe it's AMC. There's a couple others in there. So I've got plenty. I mean, and then gosh, I love my A&E. If I ain't watching something on one of the streaming apps, or the um um TV itself, I am watching A&E. I am watching my crime shows. Especially my first 48. Oh my God, I love my first 48. But it's not, I don't know what it is. 9 out of 10 diamond painters, we love true crime. And I love my crime. I've always loved my crime shows. And I love. I've been watching her here on YouTube. I've been binge watching her videos. Her name is Brooke McKenna, and she does a lot of true crime, and some of it will blow your mind. Get out of here, fly. Go get on the fly sticker. I hate this time of year. I'm like, some of the ones that she's covered I knew about. She actually covered one that was happened in Baltimore, Maryland. And I remember that one on the news because, Baltimore's basically only 3 hours away from me. So, but it was a huge case. And if I'm not mistaken, they wound up catching the guy on this side of the bay. So on my side of Maryland, they caught him in right on the other side of the Chesapeake Bay in Dorchester County. So that one kind of hit home when she covered that one. I already knew a lot of what she was saying in her video and everything from, when it was broadcast around here. But she's also covered a lot of cases where, there was some, the person was found alive as well. She calls them survival cases. But I like watching her. A couple others I watch as well. But yeah, it's strange how, I don't know. I've always thought I was weird. People thought I was weird because I loved true crime. Okay, did I get all those? I call it the funky Y. I call it the funky Y. So I don't know if my camera's gonna pick it up. I don't know what's wrong with my lighting in here. I might have to mess around with my lights again. For some reason, they don't seem. They seem like they're not bright again. But yeah, but anyway, so that's what I've kind of got planned for the channel. Let's see if I can. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with my lighting. You know, I need to. I may need to clean them. I take the diffusers off of them, but then they just shine bright in my eyes. So it's kind of like one of them, you know, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't situations. But so yeah, so I've gotten a lot, like I said, I've gotten a lot of work done. I still, you know, have to, like I say, I want to recatalog my diamond painting drills for, you know, I keep, for the ones that I keep separate from the painting itself. I need to sit down and recatalog all of them, which it won't take long. I just want to you know, catalog until I know what's in what drawer and things like that. Do what, Mom? All right, hold on. I'll be there. Give me a second. I'll be right back, guys. Give me 1 second. Okay, guys, sorry about that. I'm back. I may have to go back, but I'm back for now. Okay, Sandy, hurry back. Yeah, I want to recatalog all my, and reorganize everything, and I'm just trying to finally get a cohesive um craft space. I finally, let's say, I finally got all my. I just got one kit to kit down, and the kit I'm working on now. When it's done, had a lot of squares that did not color match with. I had a bunch of uh I had ordered them. I think they were the Art Dot squares. But what I did is I kept all my, even though I couldn't color, I didn't color, the colors didn't match. I kept the squares or the rounds, and I have them in a separate bag because I figure if I need to say I want to change something in or I ran out of a color, I can always go through and look through those, even though they don't didn't have they didn't color match the ones I already had in my spares, you know. Um, but I am that scared. I since I ran out of drills on that one canvas. I mean, luckily, yeah, it was only 20 drills I was short. But and I used a slightly different shade, but I was sitting there looking at the painting yesterday because it's on my door on the other side, and I'm like, I can't tell where I switched them out. I can't tell where I ran out and had to use the other color because it was sprinkled throughout. So it's like, but I mean, it wasn't that bad. I ran out of 209 and I just replaced it with 210 EBs. So, but you know, you have that FOMO, that fear of missing out, or that you had that fear that you're not going to have enough. So that's the only time I don't save um my drills is when they don't have a DMC number. But I mean, I save them, but I don't save them. So I've mixed them like this. Um, and what I'm going to do is I have some pieces of wood that I'm going to put double-sided tape on, and then I'm just going to um, put some of these in my tray, like they are mixed up like this, and there may be some squares in here. I don't think, you know, like from my trash drills, but and then I'm just going to decorate the piece of wood with the spare drills. So um, yeah, it was just an idea I had come to my head one night, of being able to, because me and my mom will live by the, what is it, reduce, reuse, repurpose motto on recycling and stuff. So it's like when we we get Amazon boxes or whatever, we reuse them, or which actually I need to change out. I need to change out the box in the guinea pig cage too. So. I know I just seen the. Oh, there it is. I was gonna say I know I just seen the one I wanted, but gosh, why is my sinuses wanting to drip right now? Oh Lord Jesus! But yeah, so those are my plans. Um, of things, behind the scenes that I want to get done. Um, as for, I don't know when the time lapse videos will start going up. I know my topic videos go out on Monday. I believe question of the week goes out on. I forget what day that goes out on my community tab. Because if I'm not mistaken, I have questions for that posted all the way to the end of the year. Pre-post it to go out. Um, so, but yeah, I've already scheduled out next month. My lives. Tuesdays I'll be working on this until I get it done. Excuse me. So I have 3 Tuesdays in June that I'll get these last sections done, because this section here I'll do on Thursday. So this, I'll do a section a week. So next Thursday, though, I'll be, because I won't be live next Tuesday, I'll be live next Thursday, though. And that live I'll be working on. I don't know if you can see the excuse me, the little picture. It is a colorful little dragon from Amazon. I'll be doing that one for June Pride and June Waffle. Excuse me, y'all. Hopefully I sneeze this out. Ooh. I hate when I get sneezes like this. But yeah, so oh, so that's my plans for next month, is to finish this canvas and thank you, Sandy. Welcome back, by the way. To get this canvas finished next month and to get off me flies. I have a fly sticker up and they don't want to go to it, I swear. I'll get the fly swatter after them later. Oh, but yeah, so I've already planned that. That'll be what I'm working on next month, is that old dragon and finishing these dragons. Because next month's progress post, I'll be able to post from what I got done on this. And then, like I say, I should have it finished by, I should have this finished by the 24th of June. Because I've got it now that I can work a section, a week, until let's say till the end of June, and get it done. Oh, well, there, my ears finally popped. Thank you. Oh, now I can just get my sinuses to stop. I'll be all right. But yeah, so. Oh. This is coming out so cute, though. It really is. I am happy with it. I've not changed any of the drills in this one yet at all. I may in the flowers. I'm thinking I may make one of the roses pink. I think I'm going to make this rose more pink than it is charted. Oh my jeez. Oh. Oh. Pardon me, guys. I will be right back. Okay, sorry about that. Oh, sorry about that. Oh my gosh, I just had to blow my nose a little bit. It helped a little, but not a lot. And that's the problem with my sinuses when they get doing this. I just, yeah, of my daily video. Problems with asthma. Oh. Okay, let's get back to this. Oh. But yeah, so I've got a bunch of color pages picked out um, that I'll be doing time lapse video for. And the thing is, it's so easy because I can do my, set my cameras up to do my filming, mute all my sounds, and I just sit here and I binge watch YouTube videos, or binge watch Netflix, shows. Oh, I watched that one on Netflix called Migration, the cartoon with the ducks. Oh my god, that was funny. I want to watch the new Lilo and Stitch, but I'm not sure if it's on Disney. On the Disney. What, Mom? Do what? It was on Netflix. I told you if you want to watch it, let me know and I'll put it on there for you. That one called Migration. Yeah, it's a cartoon on Netflix. But you gotta find your remote first. Mom has misplaced her remote. I do that all the time, and I misplace mine right for my day on honest. It's hilarious. Like yesterday, I looked for an ink that I was using yesterday for 20 minutes. 20 minutes. And the whole time it was like right beside my notebook on the desk. How I did not see it, I do not know. But it took me 20 minutes. And you think I would have seen it. I mean, come on now. It has a big red diamond on the end of it. I mean, it's my one from Team. My rainbow sparkle, rainbow shine bright pin. It was in one of my orders from Tuma. You know, you think I would have seen that laying there. No, it took me 20 minutes to find. And I was determined I was going to find that one. That was the pin I wanted to use. I didn't want to use any other pin but that one. Oh my gosh, I wish my nose would stop. Oh. That was the only pin I wanted to use. Because when I start writing something in one of my notebooks, I want to finish out whatever I'm writing with that same ink, the same. It has to be the same, in the same color ink, and yeah. But that's an OCD thing for me. That's a me thing, basically. Oh, God. I hate my nose right now, y'all. I hate my nose. I want to cut my nose off. If I didn't need it to breathe, I'd cut it off. Actually, speaking about that, though, I did see this guy that got all these piercings. I mean, he's covered head to toe in tattoos. He's had his tongue split. It actually had his nose removed. All he's got is 2 nostril holes on it, but no nose. Yeah, he is creepy looking. I forget where I seen that one. I don't know if it was on TikTok or if that was somebody posted about that on Facebook. But it was creepy looking. And I read a story about a woman. She's covered. She got covered head to toe with tattoos, but she has a problem going out in sunlight. Um, and when she found out when she got all the tattoos that it didn't bother her to go out in sunlight like it did before with just her bare skin. So she did it as a medical reason. This other guy just did it because he's creepy and wanted to look like a alien. I'm like, okay, you do you, boo. Hey, Adam, how are you? Yeah, it's crazy. Some of the stories you see on the internet. Oh, where is that arrow? Oh, there it is. But yeah, so that's what happens though when I can't sleep at night. I go down a social media rabbit hole, be it TikTok, Facebook, you know, one of those, and I'm like, really? Um, but, oh, hey, Angel, how are you? But yeah, it's oh, I've broke my pinky toe before. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I know how that feels. I know how that feels. Between me and mom, I don't know. We broke our pinky toes so many times. It ain't funny. Yeah, that's never a good feeling. But yeah, that's good. Yeah, almost canceled today's live though because I was having trouble waking up. We went from having some pretty sunny weather yesterday to it's dreary today. So I kind of sometimes I'll have trouble waking up on those type of days. So, but I pushed through and made myself get up and do my live stream. Because I also figure I'm not going to be live next Tuesday. Because by the time me and mom get back from running our errands and I rest and get something to eat and all that, uh, it's going to be well after my time I go live. Oh yeah, yeah, you probably did, Adam, with your pinky toe. Usually that's when you stump that toe, that's usually where most people's toe breaks. Is right at the base of the foot and the toe. Matter of fact, the chair that I'm sitting in, okay, I I had a camouflage rolly chair. The wheels broke off the rolly chair, so I took the bottom part of the seat off. I took the seat part and tied it to a wooden chair my mom bought for my niece. These are some solid chairs. And Mom's got a couple out there, and for some reason, me and her, yeah, mom usually hits hers on the door frame. I usually hit mine on this chair, and I'm not kidding. They got legs on them that are that big around. They're square, and what I do is my pinky toe and the toe beside it, I jam it like that against the chair, and usually breaks the pinky toe. And it's, oh my God, that is so painful. And I know what I can feel what Berta's going through right now too, because I broke my pinky before. And that's what I believe it was her pinky she broke. Yeah, that's never no fun, breaking a bone, because then after you've broke a bone, the when you have the cold weather, it really affects your bones. But what setup are you talking about, Angel? How I set up my cameras or my craft space? I'm still in the process of, oh my God, I hate my nose right now. My sinuses are going crazy. Oh, so my main camera is my cell phone. I have that on a tripod. And that sits off to the one side. My overhead camera is my tablet. But what I do is both of them are logged into the same StreamYard account. So I go on StreamYard on my phone, open StreamYard under the same account name on my tablet, mute my tablet, and I have I know it's going to probably echo. Hold on. But I use one of these little headphone jacks. Ooh. Okay, sorry about that. I use one of those. It mutes all the sounds on my tablet. And I mute the StreamYard side of me on the tablet. And then I'll have to do another video on it. I actually have a video of how I did it when I used to have my Chromebook, but for some reason, and I tried it last night, StreamYards will not load the login page on my Chromebook. Don't understand it. Not going to fight it. So this, so I have an old phone. No, that was. I had to find I do have an old phone that I can use to get into the StreamYard video to show you how to do how I do it. But yeah, so I just I log in on 2 different devices. I live vicariously through you on that, Adam. My OCD, ADD, ADHD, dyslexic brain cannot wrap its head around the cross stitch conversion. Yeah, I can't. if I don't have it pre-printed on the canvas, I can't do it. Just like I can't wrap my head around doing a mystery canvas either. Those black and white, where everything's black and white on the canvas. And even your schematic is black and white, but yet you got all these colored rules. My brain can't wrap around that. Now, I can buy a mystery box of canvases, because I know once I open that box, I'm going to see what the canvases are. It's not the picture is a mystery. I just can't do those. I don't know. My brain just cannot comprehend it. I've sat there and I've looked at them and I'm like, yeah, no. I need to see I need to see the image. I need to know what the image is. I need to see the color on the canvas. I can't do just it was hard, but I did Witchy Basic. But I think the only reason I could do Witchy Basic, yeah, all the symbols were black and white, but it was a question mark or what was it? It was a question mark or another symbol. And I knew that the one symbol was the black outline and the other symbol, I was putting in whatever color I wanted. Okay, Angel, have fun. Yeah, with the audiobook, because, laundry, on the other hand, washing, that chores, they're not fun. But, so with that, I pretty much had gone into that knowing what colors I was going to put where. Believe me, I used a lot of sparklers and the diamonds on that. But just a mystery canvas is, where everything's black and white, and I guess I was okay doing Witchy Basic because I had the creative license. See, that's the other thing. How do you know how to enhance a mystery canvas if you don't know what it is? If it's all black and white. That's the other where I just can't wrap my head around that. And believe me, it took me 6 months to do the Witchy Basic canvas, which that was gifted to me from Berta. Berta actually gifted me that because I wanted to do a spares project, and she gifted me that one. And it came out really good. Like I say, I did all the it was once I did all the outline. Oh, okay. Yeah. See, I didn't. Yeah. See, I wouldn't even know how to do that either. To find out what plus, for me, it's also a money thing. I can't justify buying a canvas that I don't even know, what the image is. Yeah. See, I can't do that. Hey, Allison, I'm good. How are you? But it's, I live vicariously through the people who do them, though. I know, Bling It Up, Rochelle, she does, the cross stitch conversions, because I think I seen her post about one the other day. And that's that you think Tima and Cheryl bling. So can Rochelle. Rochelle just, I don't know, she looks at a canvas and it's almost as if the bling automatically pops on the canvas. She's really good at it too. I like watching her. Like I say, I think I'm going to change. I may change up when I get down to where the little roses are in here, which I'm not sure when I'll be to that because there's one here, here, and here. And I might do something with this one. But I may actually add some bling into those flowers, change it up a little bit with some sparklers. But pretty much I did not change anything from because their faces have a lot of bling in it. So I actually, where I would have put the bling in this canvas, already had the bling. See, me and AliExpress don't get along. Yeah, I don't order from AliExpress anymore. I ordered something from them a while back, and it never came. And when I requested my money to be refunded, they would not refund my money. Granted, it was only $5, but it's still, it's the principle and the point of the matter. So I haven't ordered for I mean, I never had any problems with Temu, but the thing I noticed about Temu is a lot of the sellers on Temu also sell on Amazon. So with the whole tariffs and all that stuff, a lot of the stuff that I want to get, I could get on Temu, I could still get on Amazon. So, but I've never had a problem with Temu, and their canvases were pretty good. I done one from them that was really cool looking. And I can't remember what that was. I want to say it was a witch, but I'm not sure. I know I have a witch from them, and I have these one with these pumpkins, and I got a my channel logo, the one I have in the top corner here. I actually designed that. It took me 6 months to design on Copilot with Microsoft. So I used AI. Hey, Glitter Angel, how are you? So I designed it. It took it. They were supposed to be chipmunks, okay? Because I love the chipmunks, but they look more like squirrels. And there's a story about me and squirrels, but I digress. So it took me, it didn't want to, to get my channel name on there and everything, because it kept wanting to change the spelling of my name, my channel logo and my channel name. It kept wanting to do it as one T and not two T's. So it took me 6 months, and I finally got it to the point I got it now. Um, and I I had a diamond painting custom done on Temu of the logo. I got it in squares. I forget what size I got it. I want to say 40 by 50 or 50 by 50. So it's not small, but it's not huge either. So I got that done. And I haven't started it. I don't know when I'll start it. It's just going to be one of those projects that I guess I pull out and just, to have to work on. Just like my Chuck Penson. Yeah, that's 90 something by 70 something. And I'm like, I'm going to have to dedicate a whole year just to that. So kind of hoping maybe, Ticket to Ride, I can maybe pull it out for that event. And then I know they do the truck along. I could probably put it in that. But that's one of the projects that, I'm allotting myself a year to get done, or possibly more than a year, just because of the massive size of it. And, we all know that Chuck Penson canvases are confetti heavy, which doesn't bother me. I'm okay with color blocking or confetti. But it's the what is the name of that? The Golden Valley. And if I'm not mistaken, that DEC don't even carry that one anymore. Or at least when I searched DAC, because I wanted to know, I had won that. I had won that in when Love and Sparkles, Cindy Walsh did Let Your Witch Goddess Free. Not last year, year before last. I won the grand prize box, and that was one of the canvases that she had put in the box. I think that was the same year me and her both did the same canvas. We both did a canvas that we called Sage and Hood, because it's basically, it was the saying on there was sage and about being made of I'm not made of sugar and spice, I'm made of sage and hood and wishamookfucker wood. That canvas came out beautiful. I gotta figure out where I'm gonna put that one up in here. Because I think I'm moving my skull from over here to over there, because it's a little 30 by 30 skull I have up here that I got from Debbie Day. I do have some canvases from Debbie Day, but I've already got pretty much got my canvases mapped out for the rest of Adam's event, the Asian year long. Because I had to go back because I can't remember if I posted my progress from May on this, but I should be finished this by the 24th of June, because I'm doing a section a week on it. What I'm doing is I'm doing a section on this, then I'm I have a canvas for Fridays that I'll do a section on. And then I have my what I call WIP days, which is Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And those are my days to work on anything I want, be it off canvas or be it stuff for the channel or whatever. And then Saturday and Sunday I take those 2 days to myself and usually don't work on anything. But I say usually because here lately I've been working on things. Yeah. So, but I am getting stuff, straight. I wound up logging all my special drills. I wrote everything down. I still haven't put them into the spreadsheet and all that yet, but I got everything written down. And I have 270 different types of special drills. 270. Well, some of them are there's a lot of ABs, there's a lot of sparklers, there's a lot of twinkle dust. That was from Pam's diamonds. She calls hers twinkle dust. So a lot of them I don't have a whole lot of it, but I do have it. Have some. So, but there's 270 different types and colors. You might as well say. It took me 4 hours. 4 hours to sit and write all that down the other day. Matter of fact, I started it. I started it during Angels Live. The other day. It was Sunday. I started it during Angels Live on Sunday, and it took me 4 hours. Because matter of fact, when Artemis went live, I was still working on it. And I got it finished, I believe. I forget whose live I was in. I was in somebody else's live when I got it finished. Oh, see, Allison, I don't have DAC money, so I don't even follow them. Unless I win a gift card to DAC or I'm gifted a DAC canvas, I don't buy DAC. Most of my stash is Amazon. Hey, Chocolate Diamonds. Most of my stash is Amazon, or I do have some from a company called One Day Savings. Or I do have some. Let's see, I have a Craft Pack Canada, which is a beautiful, colorful eye. That was when she was doing double-sided adhesive, though. I have a Dreamer's Design left. That's a rose. I have an Art Dot rose. I have 2 from Raven's Art. They're kind of dark art. One is called Bloodbath. It's a head coming up out of the blood. And the other one is I can't remember his name. He's that clown with the bullseyes on his cheeks. And he's on a bike. He's on a tricycle. It's called Low Rider. I do know that. I have a Distracted by Diamonds, I believe, still up there. I have a couple DACs. I have a Randall Spangler Dragling that Anita, from Anita Johnson, from she's on Nix's Lives. She sent me, and it's from the DAC on the Amazon store. I have some Debbie Day. I have I have a couple other ones up there that are uh, oh, that's not this one. I know I have. Trying to remember the name of it. I have the same one that you showed this one on your live, Adam. I cannot remember how you say the name of that. But I also have her. And until Kat came in my live one day, and I showed it, and I'm like, I never realized that she has a black cat on her shoulder. I did not realize that she has a black cat on her shoulder. What I did is I took all my diamond paintings. Oh, Rain. I have Rain. I know this one's been discontinued. This gives me Singing in the Rain vibes. See, there's my Chuck Benson I have. It's 93 by 70. This is the one I was talking about. This is White Moon by Distracted by Diamonds. I'm thinking about I may pull her out and do her. Then I got Black Girl Magic. That's a Debbie Day. And then, of course, there's Bloodbath. This is the guy I'm talking about. I cannot remember his name to save my life. He is the only creepy clown I'm not scared of. And I don't know why. I don't know why I'm not scared of him. I'm scared of all the other creepy clowns in the world. I have a crystal canvas art design, which is a little pumpkin. This is Over the Rain, but this is the one I have from Dreamish Design. You know, and then I just all of my canvases I have the chart on the side. I have it all. I have them all. I need to go through here, and I need to label all these give all these a number, and then I'll know where they're at, where their drills are at, because a lot of them I store the drills separate. So I'm going to go through and do that. That's one of my next projects. See, I'm giving myself little projects to do to get my craft space into a organized, how can I say this? Organized chaos. Because I always got to have that little bit of chaos of where is something. I can't have everything totally organized, or it drives me insane when things are perfect and everything's perfect in a place. I have to have that organized chaos. I mean, everything has its place, but everything also, I'm not upset, or, it drives me nuts if something is not where it's supposed to be. But so yeah, so those are some of my little projects, I'm working on. Which, like I say, I'll go through and I'll give every single one of those a number. And that's over. I have 2 binders. One's full, And those binders hold 100 or 200 of those pages. There's two missing, because this page, you go back in there. This is just my, so I don't have to always look at the one on the side. But that'll go back in there eventually in that one folder, and then there's one in the back of that. There's another empty in the back of that folder. But what I'll do is I'll move two out of the other folder into that folder, and then put the two empties in the other folder. Until I get everything marked, and then when everything's marked, that canvas, I'll pull that out of there, and then eventually if I get another canvas, that it'll fill that spot. So, but that's my thinking. That's my thinking right now. Now saying I missed this. Now saying that's how I'll execute it is a totally different story. I need to get a system going for my crystals. Right now I got my crystals separated by colors, which that's the way I may keep that, because it's kind of hard to find DMCs for crystals. So, but I may use my crystals. I do have some of the art dot stickers. I might use my crystals for those. That's just my thinking for right now, of things. So, but I'm also wondering if I don't, and I've written all this stuff down that I want to do. So, but I'm the type, if I don't write it down and then try said idea, and if idea is a fail, or it's okay, then I totally forget that I ever had that idea. And it's crazy. I'll wake up at like weird hours in the morning with a idea, and I'm like, okay, I don't feel like getting up to do this right now. So I keep a notebook beside me at all, on my desk, in my bed. So if I don't feel like getting up to do it right then and there, I make sure I write that idea down. So when I go back to sleep, I don't forget it. Or I'll get up and I'll work on it, because a lot of times I do work a lot late at night on things. I don't know why. I guess for me, I think I get more done that way. There are times I'll sit here for 8-9 hours working on a project, be it a video filming videos for the channel, because I filmed, like, one night I sat here and I filmed 15 topic videos in a couple hours. But yeah, I filmed those, and the other night I sat here and I filmed 8 separate videos for time-lapse videos that'll be coming out on the channel in the next few weeks. I filmed 8 of those. I think I wound up not going to bed till like 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning that night. But I was determined I was going to get them done. I had an issue with two of them. One of them, I wound up using some of my sealer to hold to get the diamonds to hold, because there was no glue in that area. And then dummy me didn't realize, oh, why are you doing that? I had trouble with the second one, that didn't have glue in the area. You have double-sided tape, you dum-dum. Use the double-sided tape. I'm like, that was a blonde moment, and I'm not a blonde. You know, that was a true redneck moment there. I wound up getting them finished, and there's some they're coasters, they're character coasters, and you know, they came out nice. I got some other stuff done, like say, I got all my my spares. I had them, in let's just say that they were in two different storage cases, and I kind of took the way Tima does, how she has her sparklers on, when they're looking at to enhance. She has the different ones on these binder rings, single binder rings. They're in bags. They've got a little hole in the top that the binder ring goes through. I took that idea and I put my spares on there. So I got all my 100s, 200s, 3s, 4, so on and so on. So they're all, nice size little bag. I need to step up my binder ring size though. And I need to get a better storage for them as well eventually. But that's what's working for me right now. But you work with what you have. You work with what you have. So for me right now, that's what I have. That's how I worked it. And they're all I have a it's a purple suitcase, and they came with two different size bottles. It had small bottles in the top behind the zipper pouch, and it had bigger bottles in the bottom. I took those out a long time ago, and I just use it as a storage for the bags of spares. So I have like this. I believe I got the squares in the top, and I got the rounds in the bottom, or vice versa. I can't remember. But they're both, one squares are on one side, rounds are on the other. So they're all accessible and easy to get to when I'm kitting down, which I got to kit down Bootstrap Betsy. But also what I did, I have a bag in there in the rounds and a bag in the squares that are ones that the die lights didn't match. But I did not want to get rid of them, so I left I had a DMC on it, I left the DMC on it. I do have some that don't have DMCs on it, but they are squares. And I don't have a lot of squares, so I kept those in case I run out again, because I did run out on Bootstrap Betsy. Like say I was short 20 drills of a color. and I didn't have that color, but I matched that color up with kind of with an AB. And when I look at the painting, I can't figure out where those 20 drills, where I put those 20 drills, because it was confetti. So, but with all the ABs and everything that's in Bootstrap Betsy, yeah. I now have her on my door. She's underneath of my We're All Mad Here by Raven Kubicek. Then on this side of my door, which you can see over my shoulder, that is A King's Path from DAC. And I'm trying to remember, I can't remember who the artist was on this. I can't remember who the artist was on that, but I loved that painting. And then I have Lumina. She's a fortune teller I did um, for Witch Goddess this year, Witch Goddess. And then beside her is Mother Earth, which, oh my God, she came out so pretty. Then Witchy Basic, which what I believe was from Distracted by Diamonds. And that was like I say, it only had two different symbols on it, and one was a question mark, one was something else, and one was the black outline, and then the other was you could put whatever color you wanted there. Believe me, that's got glow in the dark and crystals and sparklers and yeah, it's beautiful. Neon jellies and everything. And then beside that, I have a Warmth of Home. That's these two cute little foxes sitting in the trees with the little mouse on the mushroom. That was gifted to me. The Witchy Basic was gifted to me by Berta. And Lumina, I won. Mother Earth, I won. The King's Path, I won. Bootstrap Betsy, I won a gift certificate to get that to the shop. Same with We Were All Mad Here, because I won a gift certificate to Dreamers Design to get that. But then my Warmth to Home was gifted to me by Color and Chat with Joanna. And then I have a bunch of others. I've either won them or they were gifted to me. I have a lot that was gifted to me from Amazon by viewers. And Mom's bought me some. Mom bought me my most favorite canvas, though. And that was a Christmas / birthday present. And that was my John Wayne. I love that. I gotta find out where I'm gonna. I might put that up. I might put him up by my door. It's 5 images of John Wayne in one photo, one canvas, and I love it because I know which movie each of the depiction of him is from. And the one was from one of my very favorite movies, and that was McClintock. And I can actually quote what he says when the way he's standing in that picture. I know exactly when that was in the movie and what he said. I can quote John Wayne movies like the back of my hand. I have seen almost pretty much every John Wayne movie ever made. I used to watch them all the time with my dad and my granddad, my mom's dad. I've been a huge John Wayne fan all my life. Just like I, I'm an old school country girl. I love, and when I talk old school, I mean old school. Um, Hold on a minute. I need to do something real quick, guys. Um, I'm back, guys. Sorry about that. Uh, but yeah, so when I say old school country, I mean old school, like back the 30s, the 40s, the 50s. I love all types of country music, and I know this is my opinion, in my opinion only, and I know I'm gonna probably tick some people off with saying this, but I am not a Taylor Swift fan. Okay, I'm not of today. Okay, I liked Taylor back in the day when she knew her roots. Then when all that stuff went down with her and Kanye West, Taylor went, yeah, she lost her roots. Um, I am not a Taylor Swift fan. I am not a Swiftie. Um, I never will be. I'm sorry. I don't like the person she's become now. Um, just like I don't like Leanne Rimes. I don't like Leanne Rimes. Yes, I liked her song out of Coyote Ugly, but I don't care for her. So, but that's just my opinion, and I'm entitled to my opinion. Um, just like everybody else is entitled to theirs. But that's just how I feel. I just think Taylor Swift is not as good as she used to be. Then when she got with Travis Kelce, oh my God. How long before that ends? I'm shocked that they're still together. Because she can't stay with nobody for too long. But my opinion. But anyway, um, my favorite singer though right now is Jelly Roll. Oh my God, I love his music. And the thing with Jelly Roll is yeah, he started out as a rapper and all that, and got into country and everything now too. But I've liked him ever since I first heard his "Same Old Asshole" song. But the thing with his songs is he writes about his life, what he's gone through, to where how he changed his life. And if you listen to his songs, his songs tell a story. They tell his story. Um, you know, and that's the thing with a lot of singers. You gotta, like listen between the lines, basically, um, because they're, a lot of times these singers will do song, that ones who write their own songs. Um, you know, they'll they usually write about themselves in a way, you know. Um, but, so yeah. I love Jelly Roll though. And I know he just did a song not too long ago with Shabuzi. That is really good, but I love his, of course, Same Old Asshole. I love that one. But I love his one, Save Me, and then I love I Am Not Okay, and Liar. Those are some real good ones. And what's the one? Oh, the one, the one with the father in the hospital. Um, what is the name of that one? Where he talks about Hail Mary. Um, I can't remember that one off the top of my head right now, but I hearing it in my head, but I can't. Oh, I'm spilling drills. Um, but yeah, Jelly Roll's got a lot of good songs. Hold on one more minute, guys. Okay, guys, sorry about that. I'm back. I was talking to Mom real quick. But yeah, so no, me and Mom were talking about something real quick. What was I saying before? Wow, can't remember what I was saying. Oh, about Jelly Roll. Yeah, so I love Shabuzi too. He's real good. I love Second Chance. And these are ones I've watched. Like they started out on TikTok or YouTube. And that's how I found him. There's Mini Thin. I like him too. He's got one called City Bitch. And yeah, I ain't a city bitch. So I was muted for a minute, Chocolate Diamonds. I was talking to Mom real quick about what we were doing for dinner and everything. So I should have sound back. Can you hear me? Or you might have to refresh too. Sometimes okay. Sometimes YouTube will kick out the audio. But sometimes it's on my end. Sometimes it's just YouTube in general. YouTube has its moments. You know. But yeah, so I have a lot of, I mean, I listen to a lot of different music. I listen to some opera because, I love Phantom of the Opera. I love the songs for Phantom of the Opera, and I love some musicals like Little Shop of Horrors and all that, Hairspray and Oklahoma and South Pacific, um, you know, but I'm, when it comes down to it, I'm just not a jazz or blues person. Um, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with jazz or blues, but it's just not my vibe. And, and then again, I think that also comes from as a kid being made to watch Lawrence walk. Ugh, you know. So, but yeah, I'm like I'm a totally. I mean, I'll listen to pretty much anything, but I love my country music. I am a country music girl. I mean, I was born and raised in the country, so I was born and raised on country music. That and Cheech and Chong. I'm sorry, I love Cheech and Chong. And I think they're gonna do one more movie. Cheech and Chong are, and then yeah, I think they're getting ready to do one more movie, and then they're giving it up. Um, but yeah, I remember my dad having them on 8 track. Yeah. Oh my God, I love Cheech and Chong. But yeah, I mean, I go back to listening to country music on records as well. Um, my dad, we used to go to the dump when we go to the dump. He found this TV and it just needed a plug put on it, but it was the TV. Uh, oh, Allison, oh, hope you make out okay. Catch you later. It was the TV, the 8 track tape player, the cassette player, um, record player, and um, oh, what was the record player, the TV, the 8 track radio, and cassette player. Hey, Diamond Painting, how are you? Um, and he fixed that and put it in my sister and all in our room because their room was right across the hallway, And oh, I cried when that thing finally died. Um, you know, but you don't see those floor model TVs. I'm good. You don't see those floor model TVs and radio and all that anymore. You know, and I have this teddy bear too that we found. There was a lamp that my dad fixed, and I had for the longest time, and then the lamp went out in it, and Mom took the lamp out for me and sewed his butt and his head up because he had a hole in his head and a hole in his butt. Um, and I still have him. I got him packed away, but I still have that teddy bear. Um, it's fun to look back on memories like that. And a lot of mine and my sister's first bikes came from that same place. My dad got them and fixed them up for us. Um, but it was like people had stuff that was still salvageable, whatever, and they sat it off to the side, and it was free for anybody to take, you know. Used to love going. Used to love going with my dad to the dump because you never. We found a lot of toys and stuff like that. Um, you know. It's good to have those type of memories. So let's see. We're coming up on 2 hours. Um, so I'll probably go until this is finished. This section, which we not really got a whole lot more to go in this section. Just make sure I got all of those. But yeah, so um, those were the fun times. That was back in the you know 80s and the 90s. Um, so times were different back then. Nowadays you're you know or they say the times change. Um, sometimes for the good, sometimes not. I need 4 of these. Blue. Wrap. Sometimes things change for good time. So only need 4 of these. Oh, come on. Stop. Play nice with me. There we go. I hate one drill. When you don't have, but if you only need like 4 or 5 drills, and then you try to get them on your placer and they don't want to play nice, it's like, okay, where did these? Okay, what are these drills over here that I did not realize I spilled? Okay, what color was that? Ah, yeah, I thought so. I spilled it earlier, and when I lifted this up there, yep, that's what it is. I had spilled those earlier. Oh wow! Hopefully you had a good time. Oh, I bet. Yeah, I was gonna say you're still overseas, so it's pretty late for you. Yeah, yeah. It's almost. Well, it's a minute to 4 here. So, um, oh, I'm glad you had a good time. I'm glad you're having a good time over there. Um, so yeah, I'm probably gonna finish this section out, and then I'll probably jump out of here in a little bit myself. Because like I say, I have this section I'll do on Thursday. Then I won't work on this again until the second Tuesday in June. Because I've worked it out that I have I have 3 sections up, and I have 3. There'll be 3 Tuesdays I'll be live in June. because I'm not going to be live June 3rd because me and Mom have things we need to go do, and by the time I get home, it would be too rushy to get alive. Night chocolate. Um, so I won't be live next Tuesday, which is the 3rd of June. But I've worked it out that though I'll have 3 sections to work on in June, and that will finish out this canvas. I'll also be working on a canvas for June Waffle, which is with Add More Zest. And then also for June Pride with Christopher Colassa. So that will be my Thursday canvases in June. Will be that canvas. That's just a 30 by 40, so I'll be able to knock that one out pretty easy. Because I'll probably also work on that one, a little bit behind the scenes as well. I missed one of those. Just because that's a little budget friendly from Amazon. And this is my main canvas for the Asian event right now. So I've already posted my progress for May. I have to go back and check because I'm double thinking on that one. That I actually posted that. Yeah, already. So I'll go check that one and get off the live. And then I'll have a progress pic for June. When I go to post that, I may be finished by the time I post it in June. For June's progress. Yeah, sleep well there, Chakra Diamonds. But yeah, so like I say, I'm also working on some videos that I'll be getting out soon, behind the scenes, some time lapses. Right now they're just some diamond painting coasters. I still have. I'll ask. That's a. Yeah, it's a touchy question. I'm not going to talk about it right now on here, but I'll find out if I can use it's a canvas by a certain company, but yeah, I'm not getting into that, but anyway, that's for totally another event. But okay, is that all the yes. But yeah, so I got that. Actually, no, I think I'm going to use that as a time lapse. But it'd be all right. Because it's only a little 15 by 15. Did you say 15 by 15? Yeah, it's a 15 by 15. So, it's one of them little teeny, it's a little small painting. So, it'd work up real good for a time lapse. So. and I need to get it done because I have it was two different ones, and it's these two different owls, and I think they go well together. And mom wants to put them up somewhere. So, it is fitting because their names are Henry and Henrietta. So, um, if you know, you know when I say that, if people would know what I'm talking about. But um, yeah, I got them. Not last year before last. Um, yeah, not yeah. 2000, got them in 2003, 2023. Yeah, 2023. Or yeah, and then I did one of them last year, um, and then I was going to do the other one. This there was a whole rigmarole. Yeah, we won't go there, but I put it aside. I totally forgot about it until I was going through stuff one day and found out. Oh, I'm like, okay, why didn't I keep this down? And then I realized I never did actually did this. So I have to pull her out of the book and work on her this weekend. I'll probably pull her out and work on her and use it as time video. I'm like, okay. I'm sitting here and I'm like, okay, why did I get down? And I'm thinking, I go and I look and I check, you know, my gems flow of what I'm done, because I keep a record, with my gems flow, when I'm working on, and I just move when I'm done, I move it to my kept, or, whatever, I kept it. And, okay, she's not in the list. And someone tells me, well, go look in your portfolio of your smaller paintings, and lo and behold, there she is in the portfolio with the release papers and all on her. Really? So I hadn't figured out. I said, okay, I'm just going here, and I'll figure out when I'm going to do her. So I figure I can do her as a I throw her in with project on one of the days, which I call them my WIP days because it's whatever project I want to work on at that point. So get a project for the channel, get a project to get my credit organized the way I want it. Something like that. Just she'll fit in there somewhere, and I'll get her done. It's just I thought I did both. Okay. I'm like, my mind slipped. I work on so many projects. I guess it's easy to like think I did something when I didn't do it. I do have this one canvas though. I am not. I think I'm going to just keep the drills and toss the canvas because I know that when I do it, it's not going to come out. It was an Amazon canvas. It was a mystery box. It's a Docker with a mask on, and it's got some ring on there. You can't make out. One of the Doctor's pop. It's like one of those. I'm not I'm not one to throw a canvas away, but this one I'm thinking about. I'm strongly thinking about it. I'm like, but I'll keep the rules. But not the canvas. So anyway. And it would be the first ever canvas that, if I do that, if I do throw it away, it'd be the first ever. Yeah, I could have done that with the creepy clown, but no, I did the creepy clown for my niece. My niece wanted it. I still ain't sure which one of them took it, but I just wanted that creepy MF out of my house, out of my room, out of my stash. So it was it. Clown it. Now I do Bloodbath, and the other one, I think my nephew showing something. I have to ask him. I had to ask him out. I still love the one I gifted to my sister and gave to my sister. The basket hammer on the bullet with the cell phone. That was just freaking hilarious. You know what? What we may have to do with that fish soap for a month, we may have to cook it. Yeah. They may not just want it raw and little bougies. Huh? Yeah, I'll make my gravy. I'll make me some gravy and mashed potatoes. I swear, I love potatoes. I love potatoes. Potatoes, mashed potatoes, French fries, tater tots, pierogies, which are the noodle with mashed potatoes and stuff. I'm just pasta and potatoes are my favorite. I could live on pasta and potatoes. I could live on pasta and potatoes. Alright, with a little meat here and there. Throw a little meat in it. But I don't have to have that. Not saying I'm a vegetarian, because God, I am not a vegetarian. I get some people go off with that, with statements. Peter's been around or whatever. I hate that. Especially when they're trying to put a billboard saying that with a Maryland blue crab and I'm not meat. And then somebody made a billboard that said that showed a steamed Maryland blue crab with Old Bay on it. Says now I'm meat. And it actually happened in my state. This billboard actually went up by PETA, and then the other one went. And they still don't know who did the other who is behind the billboard. Now I'm meat, but it just PETA off. You don't mess with the Marylanders. You don't mess with our seafood. You don't mess with our meat. You don't mess with our seafood. I'm like this. Animals are put on earth for us to eat. Some of them. I still don't get the people that eat squirrel, muskrat, or raccoon. Ugh. Well, in other countries they eat like horse kangaroo and stuff like that too. But in other countries, they eat guinea pigs. They're called cooey. Um, so I understand that, but the thing is, um, I am not. I am not a vegetarian. It's coming to the point that I think PETA even don't want us touching fruits and vegetables. Like, but what gets me is I watched this homesteaders channel called Both Outdoors. Okay, now they they've got cattle, they've got longhorns, and June is she's a high something I think mix. Um, and they you can't keep all the babies that are born. So some of those babies are raised for food. Okay, now people leave comments about, why do you name your animals if you're going to eat them? So you're going to raise an animal up, knowing this for food, but you're not going to have the compassion to, give it and treat it well, and not just see it, see it that it was put here on earth for us to have as food. Yes, some animals, farm animals, do wind up being pets and never get eaten. I mean, I understand that. I was born and raised on a farm, so it was, yeah, we named our pigs. We didn't name the chickens, but I mean, God, we had like houses of 1,000 chickens, so yeah, I wasn't going to name those. But I understood from a young age up that just because we named that animal didn't mean we weren't going to eat that animal. But that's just me. That's how I see it. It's how I was raised. You know, just like people, people. I've had people get very irate with me because I say I like Bambi burgers. Okay, doesn't mean we're killing baby deer when we say Bambi burgers. It's just a term we give deer here in my state. Oh Lord, Mom made her a treat, and then she's going crazy. May have to cool down, but oh, okay, yeah. So I call them Bambi burgers. Yeah, we'll take a young deer, a spiked deer, but we don't kill the babies with the spots. We don't kill the little fawns. And if a mama comes out with a fawn, we don't take the mama either. Okay? So we're not that heartless. But I grew up knowing that, yeah, we go fishing, we catch the fish, we go crabbing, that is feeding our families. It's why we raise animals like we do. Why would, they weren't put here on earth to eat, then I still want to know why mosquitoes were put on earth, but, I'd like to annihilate the mosquitoes, but, we can't. I understand we need the honeybees, but can we get rid of the wasps, the mosquitoes? You know, that would be nice. I'll be back later. Mom, he's the only outside cat. I said, no, the only one that comes around is Scooter Boots. No, there was not. Oh my god, she's recording a fucking cat. Anyway. It's not another cat. It better not be another cat. Anyway. But yeah, so no live next Tuesday. I'll be live this Thursday, but not next Tuesday. I don't want eggs. Me and Eggies are not friends right now. I had a nice eggy sandwich yesterday, and now me and Eggies are not friends just now. I don't understand me and eggs. I can eat them sometimes, and sometimes I can't. I'm making mashed potatoes and gravy, and I can do it myself. I just need to make sure the pan's clean. But you just did, you didn't put nothing else but butter in the pan, right? Swear to God. Drives me insane. Never mind, y'all. Never mind. Anyway. Not surprised. I had to give her water anyhow, so when she took it out of the bowl, I put it on the plate. You know she does her thing in her own way. You know she does it her own way. Then she plays with it, and then she lets it marinate and plays with it, and then she eats it. Oh gosh. She had to give it a soak. That cat's a trip. She's a trip. Tickles me. She'll dip a paw into her food and get it on the tip of her claw, and then eats it off the tip of her claw. She's a mess. She's a cutie patootie in a mess. But we love her. We love hers. Alright. We're almost 2.5 hours. So I ain't got many more colors to go in this section. And then this section will be done. And then I'll work this section over here on Thursday. This Thursday coming. And then the next time you see this canvas will be down here. And that will be the second Tuesday in June. Because like I say, I will not be live June 3rd, which is next Tuesday. But I will be live the first Thursday in June. But I will be working on my June Pride and June Waffle canvas. which is a colorful little dragon from Amazon. I just pulled it out. I thought it was cute and something to work on. So, well, I gotta pull my other pin out because I use a separate one for things. So. You doing? You just gave her egg. Yeah. She's spoiling them. They don't. You know as well as I do. I put food in front of her and she won't touch it. But yet you come in, take the same piece of food I put in front of her and give it to her and she eats it. I don't get that with Zoe. Now I have ICECREAM or CHESSE, and she'll take it from me. Yeah, we have to spell those words around Zoe, or she knows what we're saying. But yeah, Mom, I can get food for her, but she won't touch it. Mom comes in, takes the same piece of food that I gave her, puts it down in front of Zoe, and Zoe's okay. Like you little twerp. But, you know, when you're spoiled, you're spoiled. We wouldn't have them any other way. We wouldn't change them for the world. It's like I was watching that My Cat from Hell on Animal Planet a couple weeks ago. Some of the people that have them cats need to be slapped because the behavior that those cats have is only because you allow them to have it. They don't correct them. Now the one though, yeah, that cat would have been gone. The people were just sitting there and they came out of nowhere and attacked the baby. Yeah, that cat would have been gone. I mean, it'd have been because you'll be living outside. I'll still feed you. I still love you, but you'll be living outside. But yeah, some of them you can tell the people just don't. They just let the cat do whatever it wants. I've seen people do that with dogs too. I'm like, okay, there's got to be some boundaries with the animals. That this behavior is not acceptable. That's just me. That that's just me. You know, like I said, if you let an animal get away with a certain behavior for so long, they think that there's nothing wrong with doing that. But it's the same thing with a child. You let them get away with something for so long, and then it's like, okay, they think it's okay to continue that behavior. Anyway, I digress. So, it looks like I got about 5 or 6 more colors to go. Like I said, this has been a fun canvas working on, so I'm so glad I picked this one. When I won my, my gift code to Rose Crockett's shop, I knew that I wanted one of her pieces of art, and this was designed by Rose Crockett herself, and I seen this one, and it reminded me of. It reminded me of a TV show I used to watch with my nieces and nephews. One of them, he's not really my nephew, but he was raised up like that. And it was called Dragon Tales. And this gives me the Dragon Tale vibes. Kind of reminds me of Zach, if Zach and Wheezy were separated. Which Zach and Wheezy were the twin dragon. They had the one body, but the 2 heads. Then again, this one also looks like Emmy. Not Emmy. Cassie. Her name was Cassie. And then you had Org and Quetzal. So it was a nice little show. It was a cute little educational show. I still got remember, the song Dragon Tales in my head. Dragon Tales, Dragon Tales. They grab the dragon scale and sing the song, and then they'd end up in Dragonland. Also, they used to watch Veggie Tales with them, and In Between the Lions and Gullah Gullah Island, and SpongeBob. I've watched so much SpongeBob. And then with my oldest niece, she loved The Simpsons when she was a kid. So I watched a lot of The Simpsons with her. And then my nephew, he loved Bob the Builder. My one niece loved Dora and Peppa Pig, and all those. Yeah, and what was the other one my nephew loved? Oh, Fireman Sam. He loved Fireman Sam as well. A lot of good memories with them. It's funny how you look back on a show that you used to watch with either with somebody else or just yourself, and then the memories that you would get. You would start remembering the episodes and sayings and things from the shows. And, like I've watched so much Bob the Builder and oh God, Gullah Gullah Island, and In Between the Lions, and I have a fly sticker up, but yet they don't want to go through it. But yeah, so like I say, we're almost finished this section. I think I have one or two more colors that are not ABs, and then I'll be doing the ABs. Let's say a lot of this in the faces, and the clouds and stuff is ABs. There's, like I said, there's a lot of ABs in the dragons in their coloring. It's really, really, really cool. Oh, excuse me. Better put that in before I shake them. Because I have done that. I have not put the plug in before and shook the drills, and not shook drills everywhere. And then I'm mad at myself because I did that. You know, that's it's a me thing. You know. So yeah. I love when the drills snap in place. You hear that little click. Kind of figure out why this board of mine rocks. I cannot figure that out. I just did the squares and I missed a square. Oh. Stay where I put you. But gotten to the point where I can take one drill with my fingertip and get it in place nowadays. Y'all, I tried using tweezers the other night when I was doing it. Those coasters. It kind of. Oh no, you didn't. Oh. Oh no. Mom just jammed her pinky toe. We were talking about that earlier. So that, oh. Ow. So tempted to take that cage one day and set it out there and say, "Free, take me." Because it seems like we both hit that thing. Why would she need it? He has his own. They have their own. Besides, it's too big for their dogs anyway. Anyway. So let's get all the A's. It's crazy. Let's do the next. Need a whole lot. That's the other thing I'll do too. Sometimes I will pour a whole container of drills in. One that don't need a whole container of drills. Hold on a minute, y'all. Alright, guys, I'm sorry about that. I'm back. Oh, but I ain't sure what I was saying before I left. Squirrel. So we're finishing these last colors. And then I will jump out of here till today. And I'll be live, like I say, again on Thursday. Give me a second. So I'll be live Thursday of this week. I will not be live next Tuesday, the 3rd of June. Just because I have things I need to get done. By the time I get them done, home, yeah, it would be well after my time to go live. Before I would actually be able to, get on live. So, but things come up, we have to take care of them. I had someone get mad at me one time because I did not go live. I had things I had to do instead of going live. I'm like, I have a life outside of this, program. Comes before that. So you get over yourself. And then the same person got mad at me when I stopped doing a certain video on my channel. I used to do what's called Redneck Word of the Day. Well, I ran out of Jeff Foxworthy books. Okay, Sandy, if not, I'll catch up with you in Tima or Breakfast Saturday Night Live. Yeah, just because I ran out of Jeff Foxworthy books, the only reason I could not go any further with that series. He got mad at me, left my channel, and left me nasty remarks, and saying that was the only reason they came to my channel, and now I've ruined my channel, and blah 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 blah. Like, bye, bitch. So I'm like, I make whatever content I want for this channel. You don't like it, you don't have to say it. You don't have to watch it. I was like, that was in the early, that was like 2000. I want to say 2018, 2019 when it happened. And I'm like, okay, you do your boo. But, and then I actually had someone tell me, because after I started not to hang around his channel anymore, he told me that if I switched my channel to a credit channel, I was going to ruin my channel and never get monetized. Sorry about now. I like my channel the way it is. My channel is really not changed, but I do want my channel changed. I still myself on my channel. My shit's unreal and uncut. It's real and hey, you never know what crazy shit's gonna happen. And I am monetized. And just because I'm monetized doesn't mean anything to me. I mean, yeah, it just means I can get paid by AdSense to do what I want. I mean, Right now, I think I got 88 cents over there. That's not, it'll grow. It'll grow. It did before, I got first payout. Might be slow, it'll grow. But I look at it this way. It takes 6 months again to get another paycheck. It takes me 6 months. You know? But the thing is, I'm enjoying what I do. I'm enjoying what I do. I have my friends that come and hang out with me. So, where is that? Oh, 20. How the heck could I not see that? I was staring right at it the whole time. Anyway, but yeah, so I'm like, haters gonna hate, you know. And well, they're no longer a YouTuber. They don't do YouTube anymore. But I used to follow someone that said, you know, you're doing something right when you have trolls and haters. You know, you know you're doing something right when you got trolls and haters, and you know that you're not where you need to be when you don't have them. Is how they said it. You know. And yeah, I used to have trolls like crazy. Mr. Auto-Tune for one. You know, but eventually, you know, that stopped. And you know, and it is possible for a troll to come in your room and not really be, I mean, they're saying things, but they're not really disruptive. But you can actually change a person. You know, when they come to your chat, they're a totally different person. I've actually seen that happen. You know, so, but yeah, I used to get trolled bad. Back when I was doing product reviews and the redneck word of the day, I was doing different type of topic videos back then, but I still like doing my topic videos. But now they're just on, you know, diamond painting and everything. And YouTube, you know, YouTube burnout, because I did do a video, a couple videos on that, because I actually had that happen. Ooh. I actually had hit YouTube burnout, and that is not fun. You know, you get to the point where, if you get to a point where it feels like you're doing a chore instead of a fun hobby, then you need to take a step back. It's the way I look at it. And I got to that point. Actually, a little beyond that point. When they hit me, I disappeared from doing lives for a while. I was still doing content videos, but I stopped live streaming. Okay, I'm calling my phone. Okay. Bring me your phone a minute. Let me check see if you got a missed call. Because somebody's calling my phone. It's not showing up. Hear me? Bring me your phone a minute. I had somebody calling my phone, but it wasn't popping up. And I want to see if you had a missed call, like your if this thing sat on your phone and turned your ring off again. Give me a minute. You got everything in God, jeez. All the Zeus things pop up. No. This isn't her. This was just all that news stuff popped up. I get them too. Don't worry about it. Okay, must. Get your sound off. Oh, okay. Nobody called your phone, so. No, it's not a freaking telemarketer. Oh, there you go. But your sound all was off. This thing, and she had your brightness down too. Mom's cat loves playing with her phone. Because you hit the because you need to take your phone, plug it into that light green extension cord. Because every time you pick up your phone, it's shaking the plug where it's loose. I'll be right back, guys. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Guys, sorry about that. But yeah, so finishing up this, and then we will jump out. So I have at least two more colors, and then I beat the ABs in. When I do that, I use a different pins for that and tray. So, no. I know these hearts are blinged out pretty good, which I would, that's where I would have put bling anyway. Um, everywhere that the bling is so far is where I would caught my eye and I would have blinged out. So I didn't change anything there. Like I said, I may change it up with the flowers at the bottom, towards the bottom. And I may change some stuff up in the I may change it's holding the heart onto the side of the well. I may add some add some sparklers in there, or S for S, sparklers for squares, because I do have some metallics from Tima that I might put in there. So this is the last where I start putting the ABs in. Then I have two ABs in this section, three ABs in this section. Sorry. Hey, Zoe. You want to look at this? Gonna get on your pen list? That she's gonna come over here. So stick her head over here while I'm down again. Sometimes she'll come sit beside me, but she decides she's going to be on the pillows and go sleep. I know all that blue is navy, yeah, and then some of the spread is navy, and there's a gray color. This section. Hopefully I'll have an unboxing in a couple weeks. I did get a gift code or my gift code to Black Dahlia, so I will be using that. Okay, I think I'm gonna get Putty. I know she's got some other stuff, but I think I'm going to get Putty. Oh, I see two little squares I missed. See, that's the thing. You'll find symbols that you've already done as you're going. When you're going along, and it's like I have to stop and go ahead and do that because, like, my brain is saying you already did that letter, that symbol, that color, that shape, or whatever it is. And then, if I don't stop and fix the, one that I see that I miss, my brain keeps saying you missed one, you missed one, you missed one, and yeah, I tried that. I have tried to wait until I finish the whole section and then go back and fill in any that I missed. Yeah, no, doesn't work for me. I know it does for some people, but it doesn't for me. But we all have our own ways that we do things. So I gotta remember to take my progress pic when I'm done. So I can post it in Phoenix Fantasy. Because then we'll put one more WIP post for Phoenix Fantasy, and final drawing is finale drawing is Saturday. It's so hard to believe that Saturday is the last day of the month. It's so hard to believe. I'm like, where did the month of May go? And Sunday, this past Sunday, was the official Salt Festival, which it officially kicks off the summer season for my town, for events and summer events and things. And I'm feeling real. Thank gosh they went on the canvas where the loose paper was, but so wait. Once I get done here, I think what I'm going to do is put everything away on my diamond painting stuff when I'm done for the day, and make my dinner. Then I'm going to finish binge watching Outer Banks. So I'm really, really into that show right now. I was with Virgin River, but Virgin River, I watched all the seasons on Netflix, and they're not coming out with the next season until next year, I believe. I need to go on Up in Faith and watch the rest of season 18 on Heartland. That's another one I like. Because from what I understand, the only way you can see season 18 is going to be on Up in Faith. I don't think it's going to move to Netflix. Even though Netflix had Heartland for a while, I mean that you can still watch the first. I'm not sure how many seasons over there on Netflix, but you can watch them. But I think it's the first maybe 10 episodes or seasons. Not episodes, sorry. And I'm in. I've started watching season 18, but I gotta get my Up in Faith ran out for the month. So I gotta wait until I get the money and we get. But It's one of those shows that you really get into, you know. But it's actually a Canadian show. Heartland is. It's based in Canada. Okay, so that's all of the normal drills. Now I will put in the ABs. I use a different tray for my ABs. I use my Creation Morin tray that I won from the Asian year-long event. I've been using that for my ABs. This is my Nix's Notions tray. One of my Nix's Notions trays. I have, let's see, I have three shrimp boats, 6, 7, 9 pea rows, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Vinties. I have the Beast. Is it Beast? Yeah, the Beast. And the reason I have the 9 P rows is because I have 3. I have 10 P rows, right? 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 10. I have 4 plus the confetti carousel. Okay, let's start with this one. So I've got, when it comes to trays, I've got choices. I also have a Firefly tray. I have a resin tray that I won from an event that You Call Me Butter did when she was still here on YouTube. This little tray, he's supposed to be a turtle. This is from a lady that actually lives here in my state, and I don't know why my overhead is frozen. Let me fix that. But yeah, so this little tray, he's supposed to be a turtle. See his little leggies. The lady that printed him actually lives in my state. And I have 2 other 3D printed trays that I cannot remember where Cindy told me, Cindy from Love and Sparkles told me they came from. But I have diamond pins, 3D diamond pins that match them. So. Okay. So let's see, did we get this fixed? There we go. I was gonna say maybe my tablet's being a butthead today. But you can see what we've gotten finished. And then this section here, I'll work Thursday, and Thursday's live. Then starting in June, it'll go to a section a week because I'll have 3 sections left. Well, actually, I have 3.5 because there's a little piece at the bottom, but when I pull a section, I'll pull to do that little piece at the bottom at the same time. So it'll make the section that I'm working just a tad bit bigger than what I normally would be working on. So we have 2 more ABs to put in after this one. One is a red, one is a blue. Let's see if you have any questions, suggestions, comments, whatever, leave them in the comment section below, or feel free to leave them, push them in the Facebook group, or to email me. All that information is either in the description below, or it's probably in my bio on here. But I'm not hard to find. My group's not hard to find on Facebook because it's MUTTNUTT'S Crazy Crafting. So pretty much most of this canvas, I've worked on camera. So I actually have a video, pretty much a video diary of how this canvas came out. So, I mean, there might be a few spots where I did it off camera. Like the section I'm finishing up right now. I actually started that last night before I went to bed. I got a little bit of it done, and then did some before I went live today. And I just popped those out of the tray to get loose. I don't know why I've had that song in my head today. It's called Abby Yo-Yo. It was from my book that was read on Reading Rainbow when I was younger. And I have been singing that song today. I guess because we were talking about, shows, TV shows and all that, we remember watching or still watch, because I might be 46 years old, but I'll still watch a cartoon in a heartbeat. And I'll admit, if I get a chance, I still watch Sesame Street, y'all. I'm sorry, I'm a Big Bird fan, okay? I love my Big Bird. Who doesn't love some Big Bird? Or is Oscar calling him the big dumb bird? Yeah. So we have one more color after this one. that. Mom, there is mail today. Yeah, it just didn't go yesterday because yesterday was Memorial Day. So yeah, there. Oh, I'm telling you, I don't know. Hopefully she's been. It's after 5. It's almost 5:30. So I hope she's been. What? Oh, did they? Yeah, okay. Yeah, they'll come around and collect your junk and stuff. Usable junk. It's not junk that needs to go to the dump. It's junk that could be reused. They turn it around and they resell it. They pay you, but they turn around and resell it for a profit. But I'm like, they pay you minimum for it, and then they turn around and sell it for high price dollars. Yeah. Well, at least that's what they do here in my state with it. So I don't know if anybody's got this in their state. It's called finishing up this color, and then move it to the last color. Wow, that's almost 3.5 hour live. So let's get off here. Let's say we'll get some other work done and anywho, so we just got the blue left to do after these. Okay. Need to push them down a little bit. I see some that are still up. Alright, so that's all what I do sometimes is to This is a no roll stop pin, so sometimes I'll just take it when I need to. I have some drills that want to stick up on me. I'll just use it and push down on them. With the no stop part. To finish this last color, and then I'll get off here and go make my dinner. I'm gonna make myself mashed potatoes and gravy. I love me some mashed potatoes and gravy. Hold on a minute, y'all. Huh? Oh, I thought I heard you say something. I'm sorry. That's what happens when I'm zoned out. I hear things that aren't there. It's crazy. All right, so we're on the last color now, which is this blue, which he has a lot of in him. Probably need to replace the putty in this eventually. I have been using it for EBs for a while. Actually, I could probably finish this one. There we go. That'll work. A bit sticky again. A little bit. You know, I found out no matter what putty you use, it still pulls a little bit of the AB coating off. And I know a lot of people have gone to using them E-pins. Okay, no, I love the sound of the wax or the putty, you know, that click, click, click you get from that, you know, when you're putting it down, the popping sound. I missed one of these. So yeah, so I'm sorry. I think them E-pins are a waste of money. That's just me. That's my opinion on that. I think they're a waste of money. Yeah, they're making multi-placers for them, but still. Yeah, I just think it's a waste of money. I mean, yeah, it's. Yeah, I'm not changing my stance on that one. I will not be jumping on that bandwagon. I mean, it's just my opinion. Yeah, you know. Yeah, I know that, you know, people are making pins that will fit them. Yeah, I just, no. And then, you know, if you're going to, you know, then you got to switch tips, and, you know, if you're going to multi-place, you got to switch to that tip, and then if you're single place, you got to switch back. So to me, it's a lot of hassle that's overpriced. Get out of here, next. So yeah. I mean, if you like it, that's, do you. I mean, but to me, I don't think they're worth it. Then there's the cordless version ones, and they look all big and clunky in your hand. And yeah, I don't think it's worth it. That's just my opinion. You know, I mean, we're all entitled to our own opinions. So that's mine on the e-pen situation. So you will not see an unboxing on my channel of those. Um, that's one item I will not unbox on my channel. But anyway, so yes, but I do hope to have some stuff to unbox. But we'll see. I'll know that as of Friday if I'm able to go ahead and get what I want to do. And then, well, it won't be here Friday, but it'll be ordered released Friday. We're almost done. Last color with this section. We got 5 more drills to go, and then we're done. Down to the last 3. And down to the last 1. There we go. turn it off so you can see. This is the section we've done today. Let me put these back in here before I spill them everywhere. I love this tray. And the putty that came with it. Oh my God, the Japanese cherry blossom putty that came with it. Oh, it smells so heavenly. So this is where we got finished. This is the section we'll be working Thursday. And then the second Tuesday in June, we'll be down here in this section that's rolled up. So I hope everybody enjoyed themselves today. Thank you for everybody who stopped by. Sandy and Adam and Allison and Angel and Chocolate Diamonds and oh, I know I'm forgetting somebody, but thank you everybody who came by. I will be live Thursday. Until then, hugs, love, catch you around the YouTube streets.